Hello friends, how are you? Welcome back to Gokhale Education Society's e-learning program 2020. Myself, Mr. Prakash D. Chauhan from Gokhale Education Society's HL High School and Junior College English Medium, Ozar Township. Students, I heartily welcome you in the class of History and Civics of Standard 8. Last time you have learned the fourth lesson of history. Today we will learn the second lesson of civics. And the name of the second lesson is the Indian Parliament. Friends, all of you are acquainted with the system of government, democracy, and so many more forms of democracy also. So friends, let's learn about the Indian Parliament. You have studied that the Parliament plays an important role in the parliamentary system of government. You know that India has adopted the Parliament system of government. The Parliament of India is known as the Sansad, whereas the Parliament of Germany is known as Reichstag, or the Parliament of America is known as White House, or the Parliament of Russia is known as Duma. Like that, the Parliament of India is known as Sansad. So friends, today in this online lecture of civics, we will learn about the Indian Parliament. You know that the Indian Parliament has the two houses, the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. Friends, on 26 January 1950, India became the republic country, and the written constitution has been accepted by India. So the constitution of India has created the parliament system, or the parliamentary form of government for the republic country like India. The legislature at the national level, that is the level of central government, is called the parliament. It consists of the president and the two houses of parliament, that is the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. It means, friends, the Indian Parliament becomes with the President and the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. Friends, though the President of India is an inseparable part of the Parliament, the President cannot participate in the discussion in either of the house of the Parliament, that is Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha. Now friends, let's learn about the houses of the Parliament. The Parliament has the two houses, the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. Let's begin with the Lok Sabha. The Lok Sabha of the Parliament is the lower and the first house. Lok Sabha is the house of representatives because the representative of Lok Sabha are directly elected by the people of India. Hence, the Lok Sabha is called as the first house. The members of the Lok Sabha are elected directly by people from the territorial constituencies, and the tenure of the Lok Sabha is 5 years. The elections take place after every 5 years. These elections are known as the general elections. After the gap of 5 years, the fresh elections are held, and the people or the citizen of India who are above 18 years old and whose names are enrolled in the electoral votes can cast the votes to elect the representative to the Lok Sabha. However, the Lok Sabha was dissolved before the completion of 5 years in India and elections held in such a case are called as midterm elections. Means before the completion of 5 years term, if the fresh elections will held in India, then it is called as midterm elections. Lok Sabha is the representative body of the citizen of the country. As per the constitution, there can be a maximum of 552 members in the Lok Sabha. To ensure the representation to all sections of the society, some seats are reserved for the members belongs to scheduled caste or SC and scheduled tribes or ST category people. In case there are no representatives from the Anglo-Indian community are elected to the Lok Sabha, then the President of India can appoint 2 members from this community to the Lok Sabha. And all the members of Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha is known as MP. MP means Member of Parliament. In Marathi, they are called as Khasdar. Now friends, let's learn about the second House of Parliament, that is the Rajya Sabha. Friends, Rajya Sabha is the upper and the second House of Parliament. The members of Rajya Sabha are indirectly elected. The Rajya Sabha gives representation to 28 states and 9 union territories in India. So, members of Rajya Sabha work as representatives of the constituent states. Means the members of Vidhan Sabha and Vidhan Parishad cast the vote to the members of Rajya Sabha. Means when the elections of Rajya Sabha held, that time the representatives from the 28 states and 9 union territories are electing the members of Rajya Sabha. That's why the members of Rajya Sabha are known as the indirectly elected members. Friends, the total membership of Rajya Sabha is 250 members. Amongst them, 238 members are elected from the constituent states and the union territories. All the constituent states do not get equal representation in the Rajya Sabha. Means from all the states, equal members are not elected. For example, from Maharashtra, only 19 members are elected to the Rajya Sabha, whereas 48 members we are electing to the Lok Sabha. And it is proportionate to the total population of each of the state. According to that, the members to the Rajya Sabha from the different states are decided. Remaining 12 members out of 250 are appointed by the President of India. These 12 members are usually experienced and distinguished personalities from the fields of literature, arts, science, sports and social work. The members of Rajya Sabha are elected through the system of proportional representation. Friends, as you know that the cine stars like Hema Malini, Jay Prada, Raj Babbar or the cricketer Sachin Tendulkar were also the members of Rajya Sabha once, because they are appointed by the President from the fields of arts and sports. Friends, Rajya Sabha is never dissolved completely, so it is called as the permanent House of Parliament. 1/3 members of total members of Rajya Sabha who have completed their tenure of 6 years retire after every 2 years, and at the same time equal number of new members are elected. Because the limited members of Rajya Sabha retire step by step, means after a gap of 2 years, one third members are retiring. So Rajya Sabha can function continuously. Any person contesting the elections to the Rajya Sabha must be the Indian citizen, and he must have completed 30 years of age, whereas the person who is contesting the election to the Lok Sabha must have to complete 25 years of his age. In Rajya Sabha 30 years and in Lok Sabha 25 years should be completed by the person who wants to contest the election. Okay friends, members of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha are known as the member of parliament, just I have told you, and these MPs try to solve the queries and the complaints of their constituencies by raising the questions in the parliament. And the government of India allocates specific funds to the MPs to carry out development work in their in their respective constituencies, and these MPs works for the welfare of the people in their constituencies, and through this they are trying to fulfill the work and the need of the people from their constituencies. Okay friends, these are the two houses of parliament we have studied so far. In the next online lecture, we will learn about the functions of Indian Parliament. Thank you and have a nice day.